Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about what it means to have really good credit and really great credit. We're going to talk about the differences and kind of what those minute things are that, some people don't really go into unless you're really trying to optimize. A lot of people really just, they really think 750 is kind of it. They don't know about 800s or 850s. I know when I first got into the credit game, I for sure didn't. So today we're just going to talk about what kind of benefits do you get for going the extra mile, and we're going to talk about whether you should go the extra mile or not. So first, we're going to talk about if you have a score in the 800s, then you have the wonderful benefit of being able to look down on the rabble with their 700th-ish type scores, and that's pretty much it. You got bragging rights and maybe a feeling of superiority. You'll get the best mortgage rate with a score of 740. Your rate with a 720 score would just be 1/16th higher. And if you're buying a home with less than 20% down, as most people are, you'll get the lowest cost of mortgage insurance, which is PMI, with a score of 760 or higher. With a score of 740 or higher, your credit report will show no recent late payments and modest credit card balances. The difference between a 740 score, which is really respectable, really regular, or not regular side, above above average, really good but not great, and an 850. The higher score will likely have credit card balances below 6%, but still a little bit on there to make sure they're not looking funky. The higher score will have an average age of accounts older than 5 years. The higher score will have more than one type of credit, which is, credit mix. They'll have a mortgage or installment loan in addition to the credit cards. So diversification, something we've definitely talked on this channel before. And the higher score will have at least 5 active trade lines, which is, just 5 accounts. So they make sure, or a lot of people want to say that you want to be around 3, just bare minimum. And then, a 5 is kind of just where, you should kind of look to get to. And don't, a lot of people as they get older, they end up shutting down accounts and just saying, hey, I only use this one card, so I'm going to close the other accounts and just stick to one card. You really kill your credit history. You really kill the type of customer that most banks will look at you as. So you at that point probably have a lot of credit history, really good credit history more than likely, and you're just throwing it in the trash, and it's hurting you and it's making you go back to, the start of your credit journey again. You'll be eligible for almost any credit offer with a score of 740 or higher. You do not have to owe money to have a good score, which I always want to talk about because that's something where even when I was getting to the credit game, my mom told me, you want to make sure that you don't pay everything back on time or carry some stuff month to month, which is just awful advice. And, you just have to demonstrate that you honor your financial responsibilities. Just be really good across the board. Make your payments as soon as you get something new, pay it outright, and kind of just call it a day. But everything that you do, make sure you're paying it with a credit card, or all your loans that you get, make sure you're paying them on time, and you'll be perfectly fine. Everything above a 740 is really green, so once you get to the 800s, the 850s, you're kind of just talking about just optimizing, and that's really you're not talking about anything different as far as what the benefits are going to be or anything like that on your loan percentages. Just create great relationships with your credit unions or your banks. Make your payments on time, and I promise you everything will be perfectly fine. The relationships will be number one, the credit score will be number two, and everything else will just follow suit. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Let me know what I should talk about next. Have a good one.